everybody, thanks for joining me again for Denise's Island Dream. If it's your first time coming here, welcome, please subscribe. What's going on? Yeah, I'm here sharing my journey in Jamaica, the good, the bad and the ugly. It's as God has told me to, and the car. I've had the car for 2 years. It's a hybrid 2014 car. And when I was at my friend's over the Christmas, because I was talking about, I've actually got a cultivator that I've got it up for sale, but I wasn't sure whether to be selling it because look at the land and it would definitely be useful. But I thought I'd sacrifice that to get the lawnmower. I need a chainsaw and a whacker, or as they call it in the UK, strimmer. I'm not sure what you call it in America. Oh, just this is blocking I've got the fan on, so it might have been, I don't know if it was bothering the sound. I thought let me sacrifice that and then I could get these other tools needed for the garden, the land, it's a massive garden. So when I was at my friend's over the Christmas, she said to me, have you talking about these things? And she said, have you thought about, like, why don't you just sell the car? Because, I didn't know at the time, but basically it's the hybrid battery that needs replacing. So I said, okay. No, actually, when she said it, it was a case of, oh my God, it just resonated with me. And I just thought, I might as well just get rid of it because, cars, they're just depreciating in value. And if it's sitting there and I haven't got the money, because the idea was, I didn't know it was the battery. I thought if I could get a mechanic to fix it and sell it and then they just get their money back. That was what was in my head, but it didn't work out that way. So anyway, I've put it out and there's a few people that's been interested, although hybrid cars, unless they're brand new or they haven't got as many miles on them, I wouldn't buy another one. They're very economical. It was a very good runner, to be honest with you, but I think it's just the price of the battery, the hybrid battery, that has put me off. Not as bad as the electric vehicles, because I remember reading about somebody that had set his Tesla on fire because the battery was $20,000 US. So when the one person rang up, they said between 300 to 400,000 Jamaican dollars. So that might be like a couple of £1,000. And then somebody else said it's about 500. So thought I haven't got that kind of money, so it's got to go. And then the thing is, the car's not starting, so people don't really want to buy a car that doesn't start. But there's this particular person that was happy to have it and ready to send the wrecker down for it. Obviously, I've had to basically sell it as a scrap, really. The idea, what I wanted to do was, because obviously the ex has left me in debt with people here, and I want to sort of do some business like on the land to bring in an income so I can pay back the one person, and then the other person, the idea was sell the car and give them back their money as a lump sum. So that's off my head. Because he did say when he went, you know, said, oh, I need to go back to England and get a job and pay my debts. But no, unless he's a narcissist that has completely changed, I've yet to see. But anyway, like I said, this person was going to come and collect the car, had the wrecker already, and said, send me the paperwork, like, just take some photographs and let me have them. So I just sent all the paperwork that I got. And it turns out that he said, where's the title? I got the title. I suppose that's equivalent to the logbook in the UK, but because I've come to Jamaica, I'm just naive. I didn't really know what was what. So basically what should have happened was, after purchasing the car, getting the license disc and registering it in your name, I didn't realise you've got to go back for the title. So that never happened. So this person now who's going to get the car pointed out that you need the title. And I'm thinking, title? I haven't got that paperwork. So he sent me a copy of one so that I could see. I said, what does it even look like? And he sent it me, and I went, no, I definitely haven't got that paperwork, but I'm going to just go through all the paperwork that I've got just in case. But I know he used to give me all the paperwork to look after. So I know it's not there, and it's not there. So the person suggested, go back to, where did you get it taxed? I said, in Montego Bay. Well, go back. Anyway, went there, and they basically said that, yeah, they've got the title, and basically I can't sell the car because it's in joint names. Obviously in his name and my name. And so they said to me, he's got to sign it. That's the only way you can sell it. So, in my mind, there's no way that he's going to sign it. And I said to them, I told them the situation. He's in the UK. I even had my protection order from the courts and said, like, you know, there's to be no contact really. But they said, no, you've got to get permission. It's got to be notarised. It's got to be this, that and the other. I know it's not going to do it. So anyway, I'll call a family member because I thought, let me just put it out there and see. But I know in my heart of hearts, when it comes to a narcissist, I would love to be proved wrong. I honestly would. With all my heart, I'd love to be proved wrong, but the probability is, no, they're not going to do it. So that family member called him and explained the situation. You know, bearing in mind, I said there's his debts that I need to pay back because I'm not going to leave the people high and dry. Because I happened to be with him. You know, I was married to him. We was a couple at the time. And people, out of the goodness of their heart, got him out of a mess, because it was really his mess, because he decides to crash the car. He decides to, you know, I want to play my music, so let's steal JPS. So that's $1 million debt, that is, because the interest that's on it, because I said to the person, with the, you know, interest and everything that they've paid, you know, including the money that he's borrowed, off him, off the person himself. The money that's borrowed, like, you know, can you consolidate and pay it off, and then it's sort of less to pay back? But no, once you go to some of these loan companies, once they've said the figure, there's no consolidation. That's what you pay. And it's absolutely through the roof. It's through the roof. You're looking at, I don't know, do the maths, a whole heap of money. Like, double. You're paying more than double back. You're basically paying, yeah, double. So, it's a lot of money. So that, the idea was, sell the car, pay the one person the rest of the money that's owed from him crashing the car, and then the money that's, you know, what's left from the sale of the car, invest it and do some business. You know, yes, I've got the Airbnb, but look at other things, you know, planting on the land and stuff like that. You know, the chickens, start to do that again. And so, like I said, this person calls him and, oh, I can't give you that answer yet. I know, once you can't give an answer, I know him. But that's okay. This actually feels like a game of chess. It's like a game of chess between God and Satan. Because what's happened is he's just become a vessel of Satan. He's caught up in this demonic force. The dark forces have embodied him in the same way that the Spirit of God has embodied me. So I just completely surrender and subject, you know, myself to God, and basically say, God, not as I will, let your will be done in my life. Whatever you tell me to do, I'll do. Oh, whatever, I'm in full surrender. I surrender my all. And so I'm divinely led, I'm divinely guided. And God knows how to bring me back if I go off course. And, you know, I don't do anybody any harm. I'm living a life of truth. I just want to know the truth. No matter how ugly it looks, let me know what the truth is, because that's the only path that's going to get you home, home to God, and live that abundant, beautiful life here on earth. So that's where it's at with that. And with a narcissist, they like to believe that they're in control, but they're not. God is in control. God is in complete control. And the thing is, honestly, leading up to all this, I've been getting a lot of downloads about being positive. No matter how desperate the situation looks, be positive. And, you know, again, when God says there's some challenging times, I've just resolved myself now. I've come to accept that, Denise, this is a part of the package of your life. That is, you're just here. You're on this planet for that purpose, to show that no matter what challenges come, no matter what, you can rise above them. God is in ultimate control, and just keep your faith. And your faith cannot grow outside of challenges. It's not possible. It's in the face of challenges that I get deeper. So it's actually doing me a favour. Their challenges are stepping stones into greatness. Who in the Bible have you seen that's come to anything great and hasn't gone through fire? Hasn't gone through hell? There ain't anybody. Think about it. David, Moses, Abraham, Jesus, Esther, Joseph. There ain't anybody, and the stories are there as examples for us. Job, look at Job. He went through absolute hell. That's why the Bible tells us that in the fire, I'll be there. You know, even though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll be there. And that's what it's felt like. A lot of the times, it's just really felt like, oh God, it's like I'm just drowning in it, drowning in turmoil, drowning in sorrow and difficulties. But even in the midst of it, deep in my soul, I know that, you know, there's fight in me. That is just there, and it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And the closer you get to God is the stronger the resilience comes, but the greater the battles, the greater. So I remember there was a time and I was meditating and I just heard God say that you're an alchemist. Alchemist. I'm thinking, what on earth is that? I've heard the word, but it didn't mean anything to me. But I know now, when words come to me, look it up, research it. You know, that's why I study. Show yourself approved. It's not talking about studying 66 books. You're not going to understand the 66 books until you get into a deeper place with God. And you'll know what bits of the Bible has been changed to basically control people. And so God, I keep saying it, God's bigger than the Bible. Way, way, way bigger. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I can't cram my Creator into 66 books. It's not possible. And once you're cramming God into that tiny little box, that little space, you've actually separated yourself from God. That is truth. It's just the fact. It just is. So, you know, back to this situation, the lessons here for me, you know, even as I was coming back from the tax office, and I'm just talking to God, and you know, things are just coming to my mind, and it's like, you know, when the eyes of your understanding are enlightened, when you get on that difficult, hard to find road of truth, that's the only way you're going to be set free. And if your life is built around a foundation of untruths, lies, then you're in default programming, and that is automatic separation from God. God's not separated himself from you or me, but we have to find our way back to God, and it's by dropping the lies and leaning towards the truth. And the truth's in your heart, right here, the heart chakra. That's where the truth is. And a lot of times we can't even know the truth because of the blockages in our spiritual energetic center, which the 7 chakras, 7 seals, as they're all opened. I don't know, but the thing is, we have to research stuff, because when God says do the work on your chakras, and back to the alchemy, and that didn't even, I'm looking it up and thinking, alchemy, and it talks about metals being transformed to gold. I'm thinking, like, yeah, so you're going to have to break it down to kindergarten level, God, because I don't even understand. And then I get directed to, like, there's this one that I watched, this one woman, The Alchemist, to get more understanding. And it's like, oh, so basically, when the storms of life, the challenges, the dark times come, it's like seeing the good in it. It's hard in certain situations because, a car that I bought 2 years ago for 1.4 million, and now I'm being offered, like, I actually put it up for 700. And then with some of the feedback, I dropped it to 630. And then somebody came out and they said they'd give me 280. But I've been saying to people 350. So it's like first come, first serve. And then now I can't even sell it for nothing, for anything, because his name is on it. The lesson in this is transmuted. Basically, for me, putting this out there, speaking it out, hopefully, I don't know, it will stop somebody from making the same mistake as, or learning from my experience, really. When because I worked hard all my life, bear with me. I do apologise about that. Sorry, I had to take that call. So what I've learned, well, I've worked really hard for years. This is a message going out to the empaths. Worked hard to get what I've got. You ended up in this relationship, and you just never think, because you wouldn't do certain things, you wouldn't have it in you. And this can happen to men as well as women. And you give your heart, you give your all to a person, not knowing that their intentions were just for evil. So when I think back, and someone actually said that, and said it in front of him years ago, he's going to carry you to Jamaica and kill you off. I mean, he was mad about it. How dare he say something like that? It's like, how dare he expose you? So I was getting the hints. The hints are always there, but because I was too blinded. I wanted a husband so much. I wanted it to work, and I gave my all. So that love really does blind you. It really does. So with the house, half of it, so everything you know, I put half, and he knows it wasn't his money. He knows how he, and that's a story for another day. I'm going to talk about narcissists and money. I really am. But what I'd say, if you've worked hard for what you've got, it's yours. Don't put their names on it. Honestly, don't do it. It's your car. You put your name on it, because when it's a narcissist, it will go sour. If you're not subjecting yourself to their, being a subservient and being a slave to them, being controlled by them, basically you're just in a trap. You're in a trap. So yeah, for anybody else, for anybody that is in a similar situation and wondering, oh, should I do this, should I not? And if in doubt, don't, is what I'd say. Secondly, this matrix system, because that's what it is, Jesus said it, who's the God of this earth? It's Satan, the devil is. So all the systems, everything, every single thing, I'm glad I can speak out now, that nothing can come back on me. I work for the local government, I'm not with them anymore, so I can speak anything. The government, they're out for you. All this taxation and stuff, God's showing me, and I'm beginning to live more and more by it. The only law is God's law, the only law. The systems are put in place, sorry, but the religious systems, the churches, all the tithes and stuff, it's taxation. They can, you sign up as a charity and you get money from the tax office. It's all a scam. What do they expect from citizens when they're talking about like scamming? They've left people in such poverty that I can't blame, I really cannot blame a scammer for doing what they're doing, because you're in a system of scamming. The government are scammers, the banks are scammers, the churches are scammers, they're all scamming. And the thing is, when you're fighting your way out of the system now, because I'm determined that's not going to control me, it's still, this is like the aftermath. Like when you have an earthquake or something, and everything is, after it happens, everything is a total mess, and it has to be, built back. Well, that's where I'm at. It's like there's the aftermath, and everything appears to be in a mess, but it's just all a lesson for me. It all is, and it's not going to be an easy way out. So for me, absolutely will not allow a piece of tin can to determine my happiness. And the thing is, I've always said it, God is my source. Yes, I do need, various tools for the land. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting it, I'm about to get it. But you know what? If it ain't this way, God will still provide it. I don't know how, but I've learnt to just have 100% trust in God and zero trust in the system. Because it's like they're cold. These systems are there really to keep you on a low vibration. I could feel myself getting a bit worked up, but because God has been showing me, remain positive, there's going to be some more challenging times coming. So, and I've said, I've got to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's the difficult road. Difficult and hard to find. Satan's road is an easy road, very easy. You just conform. But me, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind so that you can know the good and acceptable will of God. You can't know it in the matrix system when you keep, giving in to whatever they're telling you to do. And then, but in life you learn, nothing gets wasted. So I don't know, somebody could be on the verge, and I pray this message gets out to them, on the verge of, in turmoil. Oh, they've been in this relationship, they know. Yeah, sign your prenuptial, or whatever it's called, agreement, sign it. Don't hand it over. I've given him 50% of this house, and he's got to be careful. I mean, he said to the judge, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. As you've said it to the hearing of God, so shall it be. We've got to be careful with what we say out of our mouths. And God knows. That's why I said the only law is God's law. Even in the court, when I first went, the first time, and the judge could just see right through him. And she says, is it 4 weeks notice? You need to go. You need to go in 4 weeks. That's what I'm going to do. Just write it and say 4 weeks notice. Go. And the clerks had to stop her and say, you can't. You're breaking the law. And, they said half of his name's on the title. It was like she was vexed. That's why, she was asking him some question and he burst into tears. And that's what these narcissists do when they've got no answer or when somebody's confronting them. So he burst into tears and then goes and tells family members that they were ganging up on me. Now you know how it feels, to be bullied, which you weren't being bullied. But, you got a little taste of it. So yeah, this system, I'm on my way out. I'm on my way out of it. Like I said, it's a bit of tin can. God's been providing everything that I've needed. I don't go hungry at all, not at all. People are saying, I'm going down the road now, waddling down the road. It's a good thing that I haven't got the car, because I'd be a balloon. I really would. The neighbour said, what you put out yet? I said, I know. That's why I need to be walking. So, yeah, my clothes are getting tighter. So, no, life is really good. Life's really good. So, just to encourage somebody, I don't care what you're going through, don't let it get you down. Honestly, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And what God was showing me, keep positive at all costs, because when you're positive, I'm telling you, the universe will conspire in your favour. God's got his order, and if people don't like the word universe, it's like build a bridge and get over it. People don't like certain words. Oh, you're talking to angels? Well, leave me to it. You carry on living your mediocre life. I'm enjoying my adventure, and I'm enjoying the presence of God, and I'm enjoying the divine realm. I'm enjoying the universe. I'm enjoying the cosmic. I'm enjoying the archangels. I'm enjoying the ascended masters. I call them in every single day, and without God you can do nothing. So without God's order you can do nothing. So if we're thinking that, no, you can't be doing that, well, you get nothing from God. And you stay in your cycle of boring, mediocre life. My life's exciting, my life is good. I'm in my dream. Things don't happen overnight. But I tell you what, every time I go through a challenge, such as this one, I know it's a stepping stone. I'm on the cusp of something good. and I always see it play out. I do something, or something happens to really um, try to lower my vibration. When I give into it, I stay in this rut, and self pity goes nowhere with God. Um, and why me? Why me? No, I've said it round. Why not me? All these things keep happening to me. No, they're happening for you. It's to help us grow. You cannot know what's good until you know the bad. You can't know, you just can't know these things. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll keep you posted on what's happened with that, because yeah, that's the thing. God says your life's out there. Your life ain't that. I've signed up for this. I've signed up for it. That's my contract. That's my purpose. That's why I'm here. And you know, it's all going to be out there. It really is. So subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I said to somebody, you better fasten your seatbelt, because yeah, it's about to become and it's a roller. My life has been a roller coaster. When I look from all my life, I've thought, oh God, if anything dramatic's going to happen, it always happens to me. And I realise now, you were in training, Denise, and you have to now share your story. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Some people have unsubscribed, which again, transmuting it, that's a good thing, because their energy weren't meant to be here. And that's the thing, it's going to get offensive. People are going to get offended. It will happen, because the truth does offend. I've said it before, the truth is belligerent. There's a war on for truth, and there's a war on between truth and lies, between, you know, what's false. It's all coming out. It's all coming to the surface. All the things that are hidden are coming out. And yeah, I'm enjoying the show. So anyway, on that note, you take care, and until the next time, bye for now.